Star Wars fans, Dave Filoni recently did an interview with the Empire magazine, and it's really interesting. It just shows Dave Filoni's love for Star Wars. He gets it right every single time. Kathleen Kennedy also made some comments. Maybe we'll take a look at those at the end, but let's get started with what Dave said. I like it, it really lays down Thrawn for us, so right into it. Dave Filoni says, "There are a lot of factors, especially in playing with a character like Timothy Zahn's Thrawn. I want to make sure that I'm honoring ideas that Tim had, so I want to see what's in his books for the story. In The Bad Batch, there is actually some crossover with the book, Heir to the Empire, in the military base of Tantis. So, there are little things along the way that I've built across different mediums, all in preparation for things that come later." The next question, building on that, do you see Thrawn as the big bad of this New Republic era? Is that how you're positioning him? Dave responds, "Definitely, in my eyes. When Timothy Zahn wrote Heir to the Empire, Thrawn became this very iconic villain, because he was different than anything we'd seen before. He wasn't another helmet-wearing, lightsaber-wielding bad guy, you know? There's a lot of pull to make characters that are like Vader, because it is so iconic. But the boldness that Tim had was to make somebody that wasn't like that, and that didn't have those abilities, but could fight in a different way. In the words Star Wars, the war part of it, him being a Grand Admiral, a leader, a military strategist, a Moriarty archetype, someone that will outthink you, out-strategize you, that really resonated. He's a critical player in this time period. We're fortunate to have that character and fortunate to have Lars playing him." Next question, what was it like when Kathleen Kennedy asked you to make a Star Wars film? Dave responded, "I don't assume anything. I don't think that I deserve anything. Kathy, upon seeing my work in the live-action realm, was like, 'Dave, we have to have you do a movie.' My goodness, a person like that telling you that is an amazing thing. But I always look at myself and say, well, am I ready to do that? I appreciate that, and I think she would know. But it's got to be the right story, and it's got to be the right group of people backing you. A big reason why I felt confident going into live action at all was because Kathy was here. She's been a very big supporter of me all along the way. So it's a great moment, but I immediately think of the responsibility. I immediately think of the job that it's going to entail, and I want to make sure that I can do a good job." Final question for Dave. It began on the big screen for you with 2008's Clone Wars movie. What will it mean for you to see directed by Dave Filoni on the big screen again? And Dave said, "It's very special. The first time I ever remember as a kid noting the term directed by was directed by George Lucas. That's the thing I never lose sight of. This is George's galaxy. I just tried to learn as much about it so I can execute it on it faithfully, and then hopefully expand and add new things with everybody else. What a fun galaxy it is." So, we can read Kathy's comments in a bit. It's nothing groundbreaking, shocking, but overall, Dave just gets it, man. Dave Filoni, the heir apparent to George Lucas, truly is Star Wars right now. I think that Ahsoka is going to be excellent. I think this movie is going to be excellent. And getting more details, as well as a confirmation that he's really working with Timothy Zahn, and focusing on Thrawn as the big bad, is awesome. You know, there was a lot of rumors, a lot of thought that his movie would be like an Heir to the Empire type thing, but to hear Dave just come out and say it, to hear him just straight up say that Thrawn is going to be the big bad for the movie, it's outstanding. It really is, and his excitement for it, you can just feel the excitement, feel the knowledge, and just how much he loves Star Wars. You know, you don't have to love an IP or Star Wars to work on Star Wars, and we've seen a lot of that, but with Dave, he just gets it, he loves it. I'm so excited for his projects. I mean, you can tell, I'm like gushing over this guy. But overall, Dave gets it. And then him saying in the last question, just basically, this is George's galaxy, always trying to build off of that. That needs to be the center of everything. It's George's galaxy. He created it. Dave understands it. Huge shout out, Dave Filoni. Let me know what you think of his comments. Let me know, are you excited for his movie? Are you excited for Ahsoka? To me, Dave is the guy that should be running Star Wars. But anyways, we can get to Kathy's comments. Nothing crazy here, but we'll do it anyway. On Rey's movie, The First Order has fallen, the Jedi are in chaos. There's even a question of how many exist anymore, and Rey's building the new Jedi Order based on the text that she was given and that Luke imparted on her. Okay, I mean, cool. Jedi are in chaos. I guess, there's one left when we last see the Jedi. So, cool. Maybe Finn is a Jedi. Obviously, in 15 years, she's found some, so we don't really have any true huge details on that. Anyways, on the Rian Johnson movie, which, alright. She says, Ryan and I talk all the time. He just keeps getting more and more successful, and it keeps moving things back further and further. One day, we'll figure this out. To me, that interpretation reads as, Ryan made a fun movie in The Last Jedi. A lot of people hated it. I don't know if we want to bring him back. Fine by me. Taika movie. Who knows? She says, Taika is working away. He's just, and he won't get mad at me for saying this, slow. Dear God. We've got a couple of acts, and we need a third. Oh my lord. Can we go back to the Dave interview yet? Anyways, on Lando and Rogue Squadron, both which are not happening, let's be serious. She says Lando is still on the books, and Rogue Squadron is still on the books. We just want them to be great. But we've heard multiple times that those are just not happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Kathy's great. Anyways. Yeah. That's that interview. Sorry I didn't read it as professionally. It's not as exciting. But let me know what you think of the Kathy interview stuff. Overall, Dave interviewing, Dave talking about his movie, talking about Timothy Zahn, talking directly about the Heir to the Empire books, talking directly about how this is George's galaxy. It means the world. There was also a little bit at the end where they interviewed the Rebels cast, but we'll just stick with Dave and Kathy for today. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it. And overall, I'm excited for Dave's movie, of course. Luke's got to be a big part of it, right? Got to be. There's been some rumors of Luke not returning to Star Wars. That would be a mistake if he doesn't return in Heir to the Empire. Gotta be one of the main characters, I think. I don't know why they wouldn't do it, but either way, I'm excited. Yeah, Star Wars. Fun stuff. You know what? Let's just read these last couple things from the Rebels cast. On the Ghost family, some of the cast said, it's the through line of the show, says Winstead of the Ghost crew. The strength that they need to get through what they're facing requires them to come back together and redefine that family. This time, it isn't centered on blood relatives. Rosario Dawson said, I like that there isn't any structure to this. There's no boss over them. There's no one telling them that they have to do this. This is a carryover from Rebels. These are people who are true believers, who have put themselves on the line, sacrificed everything to be together, and who create this chosen family on this mission that they've decided they need to be on. That makes it very special. Rosario Dawson, saying most of that as Ahsoka. Huge fan of Rosario. She, I think, has done an excellent job as Ahsoka, and that's a cool quote. Just kind of, they're not being led by rebels. They're on their own, leading themselves on their own mission. I think that's great. And it's a treat for Rebels fans, but shouldn't alienate newcomers. That immediate connection between them is such a strength because you trust that there's a history there. You feel it, states Dawson. For the ones who have been anticipating this story to go on for a long time, they're going to feel really happy. And there's a practical Loth cat. Sweet. Anyways, those are the quotes from the Ghost Crew cast. Yeah, thanks for watching.